Hey there, memory keepers. This is Sherry Roth with stamptreasures.com, and today I wanted to share a little bit of an idea on how I get ready to do some memory keeping on a big project. So the project that I'm working on right now is my wedding photos. Now, we've been married for 22 years and I have yet to scrapbook our wedding, so I figured it was time, and we've got some great products that will help with that as well. So I'm going to share kind of my process on how I set myself up to accomplish a big project like this, because it is a big project. So first of all, I gather my supplies. So the things that I love to work with because of the way I scrapbook both traditionally and with pocket pages. So I have a variety pack of pocket pages from Stampin' Up! And a full package of 12 by 12 traditional pages, and then I have my album. I love our faux leather black albums. All of my albums are actually the same, so that when I open the cupboard it all looks consistent. I love it. I love the way it looks. So those are the supplies that I gather first, and then I will pull out my pictures. So I had my wedding pictures in several different albums, and this is just an example. Now, because it was 22 years ago, we actually, all of the pictures that we had were done on film, not digital. So we have a ton of photos because of course everything was printed. I didn't pick and choose the photos. So the first thing that I will do is I will flip through. Now this album is actually just from the night before our actual wedding, which is crazy. So I will actually flip through the pictures, and anything that is duplicate or close, anything that I obviously don't want to keep, I will take out and throw in the trash, just because that will just quickly reduce the number of photos that I need to go through. So I'll do that first, and then what I do is I'll put all of my pages into my album, and I'm just going to make sure that you guys can see this in the shot. Okay, I know you won't be able to see both pages, but that's okay. Okay, and then what I will do is I will tuck the pictures into, whether it's traditional pages, traditional pages or pocket pages. Now, we got married on a cruise ship, and then we came back, and a week later we had a big reception. So it was a little bit different than a traditional wedding. And we only had, my mom was the only person that joined us on the cruise ship because, well, it was expensive, and my dad was actually stationed in Rwanda at the time, so we weren't even sure if he was going to make it back for the party. He definitely wasn't back for the wedding. Yeah, so my mom was there. She came for the wedding and then she left. So it was a unique situation. But anyways, so the beginning half of my album will be the actual wedding on the cruise ship, and then the rest will be of our reception and everything that happened afterwards. So this page is blank because it will be my title page. And then you can see that I've tucked in the pictures that I want to scrapbook traditionally. I just slide into the full 12 by 12 pages. So these pictures tend to be some of my favorites. So some of them have two pictures in a pocket, and I may use both. I may only use one. I'm not sure, but I'll leave them in there until I'm ready to scrapbook them. So here's a page that is already done. There's an example. And then here's more. So most of these, because they were done by a professional photographer, most of these I will probably scrapbook traditionally. Okay, so that's the first thing that I do. And then I'm going to skip a few pages here because these ones are done. So then what I do is I will go through my pictures and I'll sort them into categories. So these pictures, we had groupings with our parents and our grandparents, and then we had some with our bridal party. We had, yeah, so I kind of grouped them together. So this is the bridal party layout. So I've picked my favorite pictures from that grouping, and I slid them into pocket pages. You can see that some are trimmed down because this was a horizontal picture and I needed it to fit into a vertical pocket. but I leave them blank. So the only thing I do at this stage is just slide the pictures into pockets. So I'll just kind of flip through so you can kind of see. So here you can see that there's only 3 photos, but that's okay because this is of me and my husband, or my husband and I. I'll have lots of journaling or embellishing to do on that page, so I'm okay with having lots of empty pockets there. And then this is the wedding party and family. So I loved that picture, so I wanted to do it traditionally. And then this will be, so this is the beginning of our reception, so I'll do some kind of title page here to indicate that that's what it is. And then again, just slid in pictures, not worrying too much about placement or anything. Some are really picture heavy, which I'm okay with. And what I did was I picked my favorite pictures, and I tried to make sure that I had pictures of everybody that was in attendance. And then here's the first dance, and cutting the cake, and then just some more pictures, some of the decor. So basically that's how I set it up. And then when I'm ready, I will go back and I'll slide in the cards. So here you can see I picked a card, I slid that in the pocket, I loved this one, and added a couple more. So that's the next step. And then I will go back and I will add some embellishing and some journaling. So here I've added a little die cut, a little bit of journaling, and it's done. So when you do it in stages like that, it's a little bit more achievable. It doesn't seem so daunting. Okay, so here are a few, and it's really all about keeping it simple because I want it done. I'm not worried too much about it being over the top. There are some pages where I might want to make it a little bit fancier. So here's another one that I have to go back and embellish and add a little bit more journaling. So you kind of get the idea. If you break it down into smaller chunks, these big projects really are achievable. Now, if you've been married for a while and you have yet to scrapbook your pictures, or you have somebody who is getting married, or you're planning your wedding, or you would like to do this as a gift, I've got an event planned coming up. It will be on Saturday, January 27th, 2018. It's from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And we will complete 8 traditional pages and 6 pocket pages at the very least. You have the whole 6 hours. So if you have time to finish more pages or more pockets, decorate more cards for pockets and stuff like that, you are more than welcome to keep working for the 6 hours. I will include lunch, and my album will be complete by then. So you'll have a ton of pages for inspiration, from traditional pages to pocket pages, and how I altered the cards and decorated the cards and things. So if you are interested in more information, let me go over the supplies that you'll receive as part of the class. Okay, so first of all, you will receive the Sweet Soiree Memories and More cards. This is a celebration item in the upcoming celebration catalog. So these cards here, so you'll receive those. We're working with 2 card packs because we're going to need lots of cards to do an entire album. This is the Petal Passion Memories and More cards. So this one, I love this card pack because it is black and white with just a few touches of pink. So it doesn't matter what your wedding colors are, you can make this work, because there are several of these cards where you can just color in your flower so that it matches whatever colors your wedding colors were. So you get an assortment of 4x6 cards. You get 2 laser cut sheets of words, and then this little piece here. You get 2 overlays. One says together and one is just floral. You get an assortment of 3x4 cards, and then you get 2 sheets of self-adhesive die cuts as well. And again, you can color these in to make them match whatever color, or you can leave them black and white. So this is a great kit to work with. Now, then next up we've got some DSP. Now I chose to work with the Sweet Soiree DSP. This DSP is beautiful. It's got silver foil highlights on one side, and then the other side is just like matte patterns. Now again, if these patterns will not match your colors, you are more than welcome to switch out another paper pack that will work just as well for you. And I would suggest maybe the Petal Passion DSP, because it is black and white and you can add color, whatever your colors are. So that would be a great option. The other thing that you will receive is a package of the coordinating cardstock. And again, if you want to substitute this for a package where the colors are more suited to your wedding colors, you're more than welcome to. You'll also receive the Sweet Soiree embellishment pack. Now, I absolutely adore these die cuts that are in here. So there's vellum, silver foil vellum die cuts, and you can see that I've used some of them. They're kind of getting stuck on the pieces here. And then you get these ones. And now these don't match my colors very well. My colors were actually burgundy. Actually, I only had one color. It was burgundy, and this is rich razzleberry. If you put it side by side, it does not look very good. But I just make a point of anywhere where I have my bridesmaids in their pictures, I stick more with the black and white pack rather than the cards, and then I use these on other pages. So that's how I've been getting around that. Then you get this blue scalloped ribbon, these little tassels, a roll of silver washi tape. You get these numbers, which I'm not sure what we're going to use the numbers for, but I'll come up with something. And then you get some clips as well. Okay, so that's the Sweet Soiree embellishment pack. And then, of course, you get some staples. So a package of white 12 by 12 cardstock. You'll get a package of the variety pack pocket pages. And you'll get any extra supplies that you need to recreate the 8 traditional pages and the 6 pocket pages that we'll create in class. And then lunch. You get all of that for $135. That's whether you attend the class in person or get it to go, and anyone across Canada can participate in this. I will have a video going over all of the details. I'll have pictures of the bonus pages. So I will send you everything that everybody in class will receive as well. And then there's an optional add-on where you can add on a full package of the 12 by 12 pages, one of our black faux leather albums, and then that qualifies you for a free celebration item of your choice as well. And the cost of that is $49.25 plus shipping and tax, whether you're in person or to go. That's the price of that. So I would love for you to attend, whether you're in person or whether you get the class to go. I think it's so important to get pictures printed or out of a shoebox and into albums to enjoy. When I decided to do this project, I had pulled out our wedding photos, which were all stored in a Rubbermaid box in our storage room since we moved 3.5 years ago. So we hadn't looked at them in that long. And like I said, married 22 years and I had yet to scrapbook them. So I knew it was time, but I had them sitting on my coffee table, and my daughter picked them up and started flipping through them, and she started crying. She thought it was so awesome. She just loved seeing us on our wedding day. So I think it's so important to get those photos out and available so that your family can enjoy them and so that you can relive those moments. I'm so passionate about that. So I would love for you to join me in this class. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or send me an email, and yeah, visit my blog at stamptreasures.com for more inspiration. All right, thanks for watching.